It's a groundbreaking people have been waiting years to see.
We are so excited to see this groundbreaking get underway.
How many people thought that this day was never going to happen?
See the start of work on the Water Street development and find out about all of the features planned.
With these dogs and all the commands that they have, the sky's the limit.
A center for training therapy dogs is now open. We'll show you how canines learn to work with wounded warriors and others.
Doing good.
A daring challenge has Irving's police chief and assistant fire chief going over the edge. See how they did.
I guess we could shout today and say hallelujah. It's a reality.
A new house for homeless boys opens in Irving. Get a look at the grand opening. Plus, the police problem-solving team celebrates progress with a block party. Go inside a new business showing pets some luxury. And we'll take you inside a pirate party at the Senior Center. This is City Source. Long-awaited progress on a development in the urban center. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. We have a jam-packed show for you today with developments on several big stories. Let's get started with Water Street. The complex of restaurants, apartments, and more has been talked about for years. It just had its groundbreaking, and City Source reporter Susan Kamyab was there to find out all about it.
These shovels in the dirt mark the ceremonial start of construction. But take a wider view, and you can see the real work is already underway.
When they talked about groundbreaking, I first arrived up here and was some serious groundbreaking.
There's no going back now. You have popped that, it's open.
This is the site of a development called Water Street, located across from Williams Square and along Lake Carolyn in Las Colinas.
We are so excited to see this groundbreaking get underway and to see Water Street finally become a reality. This has just been the most premium site in the urban center for a long time, and now to see it really come to fruition is just really exciting for us.
It's such a great opportunity for us to transform this area and take it to that next level for all of the office buildings and investors around.
Water Street will offer more than 300 apartments, along with new shops and restaurants.
So we've got Olivella's Pizzeria, we have Twisted Root Burger Company, the Londoner Pub, Planet Sub, and Main Street Bistro and Bakery, all already signed up and excited to open their restaurants here. We eagerly await your openings so that we can enjoy dining at one of the only waterfront patios in the Metroplex.
We're excited about how the plaza will kind of continue the Mustangs Plaza and really provide a beautiful waterfront area, beautiful gathering area.
We have a quadrangle public space through the middle of the project that leads down to the water so the public can enjoy the waterfront, and then a promenade around the entire waterfront.
The proximity to the Dart Orange Line and other transportation options made the site especially attractive to Gables Residential.
We think it's a great location for a lot of people who travel during the week and want to have that access to the airport and be able to take the APT station over to the Dart Rail.
How many people thought that this day was never going to happen?
Though there have been delays, the developer is confident this project will move forward.
At this point, we're invested, we're in it, we've got all of our financing lined up. We have everything settled with the city in terms of their large and important commitment to this project, and all of our retailers are committed, so we're really excited to get going.
This piece really is the heart of the urban center, and we are so thankful that Gables and all the other partners have stuck with it. You've got your financing lined up, you've got all your ducks in a row, and you've already started groundbreaking, so there's no going back now.
With construction already underway on the Irving Music Factory and set to begin on a convention center hotel, leaders believe Water Street will add to the success of the urban center.
And I cannot wait to be here in a couple of years celebrating the ribbon cutting.
Construction on Water Street could be complete in mid-2017. Susan Kamyab for City Source.
It was just a couple of months ago that we showed you Dog Fest, a fundraiser for a new center under construction in Irving. And sure, we all know dogs can be cute, but that new center focuses on the therapeutic and helpful nature of dogs. It's called Canine Companions for Independence, and it just opened in Irving. Rue is helping out and having some fun at a ribbon cutting. Helping out here is probably the easiest thing Rue will do all day.
Our vehicle went off a ravine and I flipped out.
Rue's owner is Jason Morgan. He shared his story as part of the grand opening for the Canine Companions for Independence campus in Irving. Rue was trained to help Morgan at a facility like this one. She knows more than 50 commands.
They've just been a lifesaver. These dogs truly changed lives.
Brian Boone lost his leg in Afghanistan.
Well, Brindle's my service dog. I've had him for about a year. They really just become an extension of your arm. Bends over, he picks things up so I don't have to bend over. He'll pull, push doors. With these dogs and all the commands that they have, the sky's the limit.
This new campus is one of only a few for Canine Companions in the country and now serves the entire South Central U.S. It's a partnership with Baylor Scott & White Medical Center, Irving.
Today is what we've been working so hard to make happen, to have the center available to train dogs actively here in Texas and to be able to create companion teams.
3 types of dogs will be trained here. Service dogs will help adults, including wounded warriors, with physical disabilities. Also, skilled companions for
children who have emotional or developmental needs that need a companion dog.
Facility dogs will work with professionals in schools, hospitals, and other places. All the training will happen on this 9-acre campus on Las Colinas Ridge. Take a look around.
There are cabins here that the recipients of the dogs can stay in.
When people come in to do their placement, when they build a graduate team, that takes 2 weeks. Because they really are looking for the chemistry that exists between the animal and the recipient.
They also practice with their dogs when they're here.
Of course, we have the kennels. They are state-of-the-art, designed to really protect these dogs and keep them healthy.
There is an outdoor area for the dogs to let their dog out.
The process of getting a dog ready starts well before they arrive here.
From when the puppies are born to 8 weeks, they're raised with their mom. They're whelped in California.
The puppies that come from California, and they're typically flown in. So our proximity to the airport is great.
Canine Companions wants Irving residents to help with the next step, puppy raising, which involves some basic training and socialization.
And then they turn those puppies in for advanced training. 6 months to 9 months more, these dogs receive advanced training before they're finally paired and put on graduate teams.
My hope is that people find this location and find their opportunity to give both their time and their money to support these animals and the great opportunity to give back to people who've given so much for us or are in such need of having an animal in their lives.
These dogs, during the course of their life, it'll take $50,000 to get a dog ready and then ready to serve throughout its life. The recipients are qualified, they don't pay a dime.
Initially, the crew here will train about 30 dogs a year.
We have phase 2 planned, and that would get us to 60 dogs.
We should actually see our first Irving trained dogs ready to be put onto graduate teams within the next half a year. So we kind of judge it as these are going to be Irving dogs that are going to be going to really worthy recipients.
For those recipients, the benefits are more far-reaching than they ever imagined.
Besides the physical things that they can do for you, just the mental aspects, having them, it's like your best friend that never leaves you, is always with me.
When you get injured like myself, your whole goal is to gain your independence back. These dogs do that, and also I think it just kind of brings people back into society again too. They truly change lives.
Yeah, to donate and learn about volunteer opportunities, the website is baylordogs.org. If you enjoyed that story, I bet your friends would too. Find the link to share it and add it to your Facebook timeline or Twitter feed at youtube.com/The City of Irving. We have another opening celebration to show you. This time it's at a house for homeless teen boys located just off Tudor Lane in a neighborhood that has already seen a lot of change. The La Buena Vida Youth Leadership Foundation raised the money to build the new house and hopes to make a big difference.
Today we are celebrating the grand opening and ribbon cutting of La Buena Vida House.
I guess we could shout today and say hallelujah. It's a reality.
We have a house here built, ready to go to bring in homeless teenage boys that are attending our schools here in Irving.
We studied for 5 years to find a model that we thought would help homeless kids get their high school diploma.
This was their dream. They're the ones that came to La Buena Vida and said, don't y'all realize there's a bunch of homeless kids here in Irving that need a place to stay? that have been through some rough times and they're good kids. They just need a place to sleep.
It's the opportunity of the American dream. And not only that, it costs us less as a society, when we intervene at the early point, when we help them before there is a crisis, before they go to jail, before they get into the system.
We work with the Irving ISD and as well as other charter schools in the area, and if there are students that meet the qualifications, the schools notify us.
And what a lot of our young people simply need is opportunities. And what all of you have done, along with the city and everybody, is given these young people an opportunity.
I'm very proud to be part of a city that has this type of focus, that has this type of commitment, that has this type of dedication.
We have kids that have come to La Buena Vida in the past that feel like they have nothing. They don't have parents. They feel like no one is interested in who they are or them succeeding in life.
It's hard to believe that in one of the fastest growing counties in the United States, we have homelessness. And those homeless are our youth.
A teenager encounters homelessness because of one parent's passing away, drug abusing parents, physically or sexually abusive parents, verbally abusive parents, or parents who are ignorant to teens' needs.
We have a full-time case manager, 24/7.
He will be overseeing the care of the boys as well as the oversight, making sure they're attending school, making sure they're making good grades, not just grades, but good grades. Making sure that they keep a part-time job and making sure they keep a savings account as well.
When you provide an opportunity for them to have a safe place to lay their head, a safe place to go and know that that is theirs, it does something to their psyche.
Next step is going to be a girls' house, and we'll be looking at doing the same program with the girls as we're doing with the boys.
And hopefully make them great citizens.
The City of Irving's Housing and Human Services Department put about $400,000 of federal grant money it receives toward that project. In addition, a lot of local businesses and residents pitched in to help furnish the house. Still to come, another ribbon cutting. That'll be 3 if you're keeping count, this time for a business catering to pets. And see what happens when Irving's police chief and assistant fire chief rappel down a tall building. That is all ahead. This year's heavy rainfall continues to make an impact. The canoe launch at T.W. Richardson Grove Park in the nearby sidewalk is closed, and no one can be sure when it might reopen. The rain-swollen Trinity River washed away a lot of the embankment along this portion of the Campion Trail, creating a safety hazard. The city's Parks Department is working with an engineering firm to weigh options for reconstruction. Imagine what Irving could look like in the decades ahead. How should the city prepare? Answering that question is part of the goal of Irving's comprehensive planning process called Imagine Irving. A first draft of the plan made its debut at an open house, and we were there.
We've got a little presentation that's going to
These people are coming to a meeting at the South Irving Library to spend a couple of hours learning about the next couple of decades and beyond.
To see all the excitement that's coming ahead of us.
We really want to see where our city is going.
They're getting an update on Irving's comprehensive planning process. The first draft of the plan is just out.
I wanted to just see the stage of the process and to see what these recommendations for review are.
We're here again tonight for the purpose of laying out that vision.
The city's consultant on this project has been studying all aspects of Irving. Land use is one focus.
Work with the property owners for the future. Irving is at a point where in its whole history it's developed on vacant land. And now you're really at a point you're shifting over to develop on redeveloping land. So the Cowboy Stadium site is an example.
But what was more striking to him came in the study of demographics.
The thing that really hit me early on was the international nature of Irving. The population, about half the population, speaks 2 languages. And, 30% has been born elsewhere.
He told the crowd here that along with that, the population's ages stand out.
Compared to the United States or even to Texas, Irving is very young. And it's not just kids. These are young adults in their work years. So that's one of your really big advantages.
Take all of that demographic data, then add in psychographic data, which can be measured by credit card usage.
And this is a way for people to look at what your lifestyle choices are.
And all of that information, along with more, comes together to paint a picture of what the area might look like in the decades ahead.
Employment and population will grow by more than 50%. To the year 2040.
The goal of this planning process is to help city leaders figure out the needs Irving will have if that big growth prediction holds. But just as important as all of that number crunching is public input.
This is the residents' community. What we try to do here is to anticipate the kind of community they want to see 20 years from now. City government doesn't know everything, and so we do look to our residents.
And there is a lot of land around here too.
The public input started months ago in a series of public workshops and surveys. Those ideas helped form the draft report.
In the draft plan, first of all, is some overall guiding principles and goals. The fact that Irving is going to be built around centers and corridors, that is kind of the investment. It's not a city with one downtown, it's several unique centers and corridors that connect them.
But we need feedback, so please don't hold back.
At this most recent event, people could vote on their priorities.
We're going to ask people, okay, we want to achieve all these things and people agree to that. What do you want to do first?
The survey is now open to everyone. Find it at imagineirving.org. People we talk to have their priorities they are watching for.
I love the mass transit ideas that we've come up with.
The environment is the education,
your infrastructure.
All ideas that are being addressed in the plan. The next update is expected in January.
But it's very important to be able to plan ahead so you can anticipate things for your bond elections, for road improvements, for putting in public parks.
We want to see our city to grow. We want to be part of the future of Irving.
There is still time to fill out that vision survey. Find it at imagineirving.org. There you can also read the draft version of the report. In today's Crime Fighters, an update on a still unresolved case from early this year. Back in February, we showed you this surveillance video from a convenience store. Irving police wanted to identify the man seen here because investigators believe he was involved in a fatal stabbing on Proctor Street a short time after this was recorded. Investigators say the stabbing was the result of a traffic dispute. After that video aired here and other places, tipsters came forward and identified the man as 19-year-old Octavio Lopez Lara. You can see they got a better picture of him, but they don't know where he is. Some believe he may have fled to Mexico. Take a good look. Anyone with information is asked to call the Irving Police Department, and that's how you can be a City Source crime fighter. The Irving Police Department's problem-solving team is making an impact, reducing crime in apartment complexes on Estrada Parkway. One way is through community outreach. This is a block party thrown by the problem-solving team. People got to check out some of the police and fire department vehicles and enjoy fun activities such as a bounce house. Officers say the goal is to build a sense of community between residents and the police department. In addition to fun events like this one, the team also holds quarterly Crime Watch meetings with apartment residents, all to listen to concerns and answer questions. The problem-solving team's efforts are making a difference. Its figures show the most serious crimes are way down.
The problem-solving unit's been assigned to this area for 2 years now, and since we've been here, there's been about a 23.5% reduction in Part 1 crime, which is your robberies and thefts and assaults. We've also got 500 fewer calls for service.
A lot of good changes in the complex. They do a really great job.
The 6 members of the problem-solving team adapt their schedules to best address crime trends in neighborhoods. You may recall the problem-solving team previously targeted crime on Walnut Hill Lane and Tudor Lane. If you are afraid of heights, this next event is definitely not for you. But some of Irving's top emergency responders were up to the challenge. It's called Over the Edge, and it raises money for a good cause. City Source reporter Susan Kamyab is back with that story.
Holy cow, don't look down, don't look down. Check it out.
It's a long way to the top.
Yeah, that wasn't far enough. All right, let's do this.
But it's an even longer way down.
Over the Edge was thought up a few years ago as just a unique way for people to donate to Special Olympics, but to do something fun. People raise $1,200 or more, and then they have the opportunity to go over the edge. This building is 15 stories, but they go 16 because they go from the roof all the way down to the ground.
For Special Olympian Elizabeth Arbor, rappelling down the bank tower at Oak Cliff isn't as tough as you'd think.
We train with the SWAT team and protective equipment and the whole 10,000 yards. It's really safe and a lot of fun.
Over the Edge is more than just a thrilling event for Elizabeth and her fellow Olympians.
It's a good thing because it raises a lot of money for special athletes like myself.
It's just a great cause, and it just means the world to me.
That's why Irving is getting involved.
By getting Irving Police Chief Larry Boyd and Assistant Fire Chief Rusty Wilson involved, they were able to help us get the word out to a lot more people. A lot of law enforcement support this event all over the city of Dallas.
This is one of the best fundraisers for Special Olympics, and Special Olympics does so much more than just special needs athletes doing competition. It's far, far greater than that.
Even Big Al Mack of Kid Craddock in the Morning decided to face his fears with the encouragement of his best friend.
This is Curtis, and Curtis is a golden doodle, and he's very, very friendly, and he would not be afraid to jump off of a building, so I guess I have to do it as well.
As people looked up from down below, these three were ready to climb down the building.
We're all together!
Taco.
We got tacos.
Taco ain't gonna help me right now. That was unbelievable and scary and scary.
I told him on the way up here, it's not a race. We're up. We're up, Larry.
The only way out is at the bottom of the
Doing good. Now he's trying to outrun me. You're outrunning me, Larry.
People said don't look down, and I heeded that advice. I was looking up and thinking, you know, somebody, I could hear the people on the ground knowing I was getting closer. And then I looked, because I didn't want to splat, you know, when I got down.
I did tell him I was about to die of old age waiting on him to go over that edge, but once he got over, he took off like a racehorse.
As I just wanted to get down. That's all I could think about, get to the floor. I'd like to say it was a lot of fun. I would say it was an experience.
Susan Kamyab for City Source.
Yeah, good time and a good cause. The International Association of Chiefs of Police recognized the Irving Police Department's Victim Services Unit for excellent service. The honor came at the group's annual conference in Chicago. Victim Services Supervisor Heather Koval accepted the award on behalf of the team. The award recognizes several criteria, including how the department focuses on crime victims, training, and partnerships.
The greatest honor I have in my position is to have a victim come in and say, somebody told me I could come here and get help, and so I came. And so the fact that they're getting the message from our community members that this is a place that cares about you, that wants to help you, and that will see you through the whole process, that's the kind of agency that we want to be.
The police department's Victim Services Unit operates at the Family Advocacy Center and brings together officers, child protective services, a therapy department, and more. A local school also won an honor, a new tree, and students got to help plant it. We stopped by Sally B. Elliott Elementary to see it happen.
Congratulations.
What's going on this morning is the Arbor Day celebration.
We are here to celebrate Arbor Day with the school that recycles the most paper.
Elliott Elementary School recycled 35,551 pounds of paper last year.
All right, is everybody ready to hear this? This is a proclamation by the mayor of Irving.
We basically brought the entire school out to actually watch the planting of the trees and also to have the green team directly involved with planting the trees, putting the dirt back in and learning about how to properly plant a tree.
Well, it was kind of tough because you had to dig up the dirt and the dirt was really heavy in that pile.
I always love the smell of the earth. It just really gives you a sense of what's going on here, that we're giving life to our campus, and it's very, very exciting.
We've been learning about trees, how they help us have new fresh air and clean the earth and help us breathe.
It provides clean air and homes for animals.
We're hoping to teach the kids that trees matter.
That event is also meant to bring attention to the city's recognition as a Tree City USA. By the way, Elliott Elementary is the first school to win that Arbor Day competition twice. Now to business news. Irving is known for its many Fortune 500 companies, but smaller businesses are hoping to get some attention on Small Business Saturday.
If you're helping a small business, you are helping your community. And so I encourage everybody to shop small, to dine small.
The regional administrator of the Small Business Administration and a rep from the Irving Chamber of Commerce stopped by Wayback Burgers on Riverside Drive in Irving. This business opened after it received a loan from the SBA. Small Business Saturday is on November 28th, right after Black Friday. It's a chance for shoppers to find some good deals and discover shops they may have never even known about in their own city.
We have over 10,000 small businesses in Irving itself, and we're just hoping to support them. A lot of these places have very unique things.
They also want current and potential business owners to know about resources offered by the Small Business Administration. In the last fiscal year, SBA loans in this district topped $1 billion for the first time ever.
We provide loans to small businesses. These are loans that are guaranteed by the federal government. We also provide federal contracts. The buying power for a small business to do business with the federal government each year is $500 billion. So small businesses have an opportunity to do business with the federal government and get that big contract to promote more jobs.
And back to Small Business Saturday, the Chamber is also offering incentives. Shoppers who get blocks filled out on a passport will be eligible for a drawing. Now to a new Irving business that caters to pets. The Chamber of Commerce hosted a ribbon cutting, and we were there.
We're out here doing a ribbon cutting for our Pet Paradise location in Las Colinas.
We're very excited. Pet Paradise has 26 facilities nationwide.
Today is really our formal introduction to the Irving Las Colinas business community.
They can provide a ton of fun to bring their pets in here so that when they're traveling and they need a fun, safe, clean environment in which they can bring their animals and have peace of mind that we're going to take very good care of them because we treat them like our babies.
And all I have to say in the morning is you want to go see friends, and he jumps and he knows where he's going.
The GoPro is a wonderful experience. We put the camera on the animal's back so we see it from their perspective.
We really want to make everyone aware of how their pets are doing while they're gone.
We also do story time for the puppies. We have all types of different activities.
I'm so proud to have you here. The business community has been extremely welcoming to us everywhere we've been.
Irving is a beautiful community, growing and leaps and bounds.
Really, the demographics here just make really good sense. There's a lot of very passionate pet people.
And we felt like we could bring our brand of expertise and resort atmosphere for all of our fur babies here.
Not only did they join the Chamber of Commerce, they immediately inquired as to all of the different ways to become involved in not only the business community, but the community at large. And they are there.
The community has been very welcoming to us here, and we're really happy to be here.
So we're really able to make different kinds of connections to support them in their move into the entire community. It's great to be able to do that.
The pet industry business is booming.
There are more and more fur babies out there, so we want to take care of them.
Everyone loves to pamper their pets.
Need to get a look at that, and that business is located at 6150 Riverside Drive in Las Colinas. The City of Irving's holiday extravaganza is coming up on December 5th. A parade winds through downtown Irving starting at 4 p.m. As we see in this video from past years, it features floats, bands, and more. After that, a tree lighting and stage show will take place at City Hall. We hear Santa Claus will make a special appearance, and there will be free hot chocolate. This is the season of giving, and Irving Recreation Centers are making it easy to help. Throughout November, Irving Recreation Centers will be collecting canned food and pantry items for Irving Cares, which you see here at some archive video. The nonprofit helps families in need year-round. The boxes for your donations are located by the entrance of every recreation center. A fall carnival at the Heritage Senior Center had a special theme, and we just had to check it out.
Today we are having a pirate party for our seniors. Every party we try to have a different theme. I come every year. They said, let's do pirates. Arg. Somebody called me a hippie pirate person, but I'm actually a fortune teller. Make sure I get the energy. I use tarot cards, and I don't do the full tarot card thing, but we just have fun with it.
The Fool! You are the Fool! Oh my goodness, this is perfect for you because I know you enjoy laughter and comedy.
We have Davy Jones's locker, which they toss a beanbag into a treasure chest. A professional photographer is going to take pictures. We have Catch of the Day, which also helps with their hand-eye coordination. We have Walk the Plank, which of course they don't walk a real plank, but we do a balance thing on a line so they get to test their agility.
I've been all around and got some of the loot from just about everywhere.
Next we are going to have our costume contest.
So what made you come as the Little Red Devil this year?
Well, I got this reasonable out at Warrant. I like coming out here.
I hope they just have fun. I hope they have some good laughs and just a great time.
We have a special Heritage Senior Center playlist on our YouTube channel, so you can learn about some of the other special events and ongoing programs offered at the Senior Center. Time now to head out to the Animal Care campus. Intern Letitia has our Pets of the Week.
Hi, I'm here at the Animal Care campus. I'm with Marissa, a volunteer here. And tell us about our first Pet of the Week.
Our first pet of the week is Scrappy, a 2-month-old retriever terrier mix. He's very funny, very fun, energetic, loves to play, and he's kind of shy.
And what kind of family situation would you say that's best for Scrappy?
Any type of family, anybody that's looking for a good friend.
And our next pet of the week is a very adorable puppy. Tell us about this one.
This is Freedom, a 3-month-old Chihuahua. She's very sweet, very friendly, loves to sniff. She's very curious. She's a little shy at first, but once you warm up to her, she'll warm up and play with you and want to cuddle with you and climb all over you.
And our last pet of the week comes from the exact same litter that Scrappy came from. Tell us about this one.
This is Alpha, 2-month-old terrier, friendly, outgoing, wants to give lots of kisses.
Lots of hugs and kisses for Alpha. Thanks, and that is Alpha, our last pet of the week. Back to you, Thomas.
All right, thanks a lot, Letitia. The Animal Care campus is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. It is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, the hours are 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Also, check out the websites you see on the screen. Our next show is coming up on December 13th, and here's some of what we have planned. Legos are not just for kids. Check out some of these creations from Brick Universe at the Irving Convention Center. We have so much more to show you from that event. Plus, the Irving Heritage Society debuts a restored piece of history. Find out the story behind Mary's Playhouse and see the transformation. All that and more next time. Email us your thoughts on our stories. The address is ictn@cityofirving.org. We may read some of your messages here on the show, or you can always comment on our videos at youtube.com/thecityofirving, and the city is also now on Instagram. And that's it for this edition of City Source. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.